Algebra 1, Chapter 2, Solving Equations. Problem 1 says negative 49 equals x minus 50. There's our equal sign. Then we have a left side and a right side. We want to isolate the variable x. We're going to do that by adding 50 to each side. This side will be 1. This side will be x. So my answer is x equals 1. Number 2 says v minus 4/5 equals 3/8. We need to isolate the variable. So we need to add 4/5 to each side. When we do that, that cancels, and v equals. Okay, we need a common denominator. The common denominator for 5 and 8 is 40. 5 times 8 is 40, so 4 times 8 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 3 is 24. We're going to add those together, and we're going to get 56 over 40. We can simplify that to 1 and 16 over 40. 8 goes into 16 twice, goes into 45 times. 1 and 2/5. Number 3 says 14 equals t plus 7. We want to isolate the t, so we're going to subtract 7 from both sides. This side's a t, those cancel. We get a 7 there. 7 is t. Number 4 says d plus 0.7 equals 0.9. We want to isolate the d, so we're going to subtract 0.7. That cancels. d equals 0.2. Number 5 says y over 4 is equal to negative 10. To isolate the variable, I need to get rid of the 4. The 4 is doing the dividing, so I need to multiply. So I get y equals negative 40. Number 6 says 3/8 x is 27. If you want to get rid of that fraction, you need to multiply both sides by the denominator. It'll cancel on this side, and you're left with 3x, and 27 times 8 on the other side is 216. The next step will be for you to divide, and x is equal to 72. Number 7 says 9d is negative 54. We want to divide both sides by 9. So d is negative 6. Number 8 says negative 6 equals x over 8 plus 4. We want to isolate the x. We need to undo the addition first, so we're going to subtract 4 from each side. That's going to be negative 10 equals x over 8. That cancel. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. That'll cancel. So x will be negative 80. Number 9 says 3 over 7x plus 5 equals 8. Need to subtract 5 from each side. 3 over 7x equals 3. To get rid of the fraction, multiply by the denominator. Those will cancel. You get 3x equals 21. Divide both sides by 3. X is 7. Number 10 says 2 equals 10 plus z over negative 3. To get rid of that denominator, multiply both sides by negative 3. Cancels right there. we get negative 6 equals 10 plus z. Subtract the 10, and that would be negative 16 is equal to z. (11) says 37 minus 18 plus 8w is 67. Before you start this problem, you need to combine like terms. 37 minus 18. And when we do that, we get 19 plus 8w is 67. To isolate the w, you start by subtracting 19. 8w equals 48. Divide by 8. W is 6. Number 12 says 3 times y plus 6 is 30. We want to start by distributing. So 3y plus 18 is 30. We want to isolate that y, so subtract 18. 3y is 12. Divide by 3. Y is 4. 13 says 4.9x plus 4.4 is 9.1. We want to start by subtracting 4.4. So we get 9.1 minus 4.4 is 4.7. We want to divide by 4.9. And I get 0.96. 14. 6 times 4.5y minus 12 is 9. We need to distribute. 6 times 4.5 is 27. 6 times 12, 72 equals 9. We want to add the 72. 27y is 81. Divide by 27. Y is 3. 15 says 5x minus 5 equals 3x minus 9. We want to start by getting all the letters on one side, numbers on another side. I chose that side for letters because it had more letters to begin with. It has 5 of them. So I'm going to subtract 3 from this side, actually 3x. That's going to cancel. 2x minus 5 is negative 9. When you get these canceled, that negative stays with that number. Add the 5. 2x is negative 4. Divide by 2. X is negative 2. Number 16 says find the value of y. It says negative 6y plus 14 plus 4y is 32. Before you do that, you're going to have to combine like terms because those are on the same side of the equal sign. And that's negative 2y plus 14 is 32. Then you need to subtract 14 from both sides. Negative 2y is equal to 18. Divide by negative 2. Y is negative 9. Number 17 says John and 2 friends are going out for pizza. They split one pizza and 3 large drinks. The pizza costs $14. After using a $7 gift certificate, they spend a total of $12.10. Write an equation to model this situation and find the cost of a large drink. So the pizza is $14, and they bought 3 large drinks, and they spent $12.10, but actually the bill was $7 more than that because they had a coupon. So that's 14 plus 3D equals 1910. And we're solving for D. So we're going to subtract 14 from both sides. And that's going to give me 510. I'm going to divide by 3. And the drinks are going to cost us $1.70. 18 says find the value of x. The measures of a triangle, angles in a triangle add up to 180. So x plus 68 plus 26 is supposed to equal 180. Add those two numbers together. You get 94. Subtract the 94 from each side. X is 86. Okay. Number 19 says solve for A. It says 4A plus 2 equals 3B minus 5, and we need to solve for A. So that's the only thing I want left. I'm going to subtract the 2 from both sides. 4A equals 3B minus 7. Then I'm going to divide by 4. A equals 3B minus 7 over 4. That's number 19. 20 says solve 5x plus 3 equals 5x plus 7. You're going to subtract the 5x from both sides. When you do that, it's going to cancel out and you get 3 equals 7. That is false. So the answer is no solution. 21, 6x plus 4 equals 4x plus 8. I'm going to solve by subtracting 4x from both sides. 2x plus 4 is equal to 8. Subtract 4. 2x equals 4. Divide by 2. X is 2. 22, 3x minus 6 plus 4x equals 30 minus 5x. When you combine the 3x and the 4x, you get 7x minus 6 equals 30 minus 5x. I'm going to add 5x to each side. It's going to cancel here. You're going to get 12x minus 6 equals 30. Add the 6. 12x is 36. Divide both sides by 12. X is 3. 5x plus 2 is 57. Subtract the 2. 5x is 55. X is 11. That's number 23. 24 asks us to solve and justify each step. It says negative 10x plus 5 is negative 15. So we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. This is the subtraction property of equality. So I get negative 10x equals negative 20. I'm going to divide by negative 10. It's going to cancel there. X is 2. That's the division property of equality. Final one says to find the error. It says 3 times x minus 5 is 27. And the next thing they did was add 5 to both sides. Their error is that they did not distribute. The student did not distribute. Did not distribute. Okay.